Greetings, it is I, Dreadscape Gaming. How are all of you doing today? On this Memorial Day up here in North America, it was kind of rainy here, so I didn't go out, and then guess what happened? Now the sun is actually shining after all this time, a whole weekend completely wasted. So if you're joining me, we are going to be playing good old Friday the 13th, the game, because Jason Voorhees is coming to Dead by Daylight on the PTB tomorrow. He'll officially be released June 16th. I am hyped. I'm looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to Jason for a while. I can't tell you if I personally knew whether he was coming or not, because obviously I would have gotten sued. But I'm very hyped. There was a lot of evidence anyway in regards to Jason being one of the killers in Dead by Daylight for the anniversary chapter. A lot of evidence, a lot of evidence. If the game is too loud, let me know. If the game is too low, let me know. Alright. So, we're gonna start out with the good old-fashioned things that we normally do here. We're gonna get throwing knives. Starting with Part 8 Jason, because Part 8 Jason is, like, my favorite Jason to play. He's pretty quick-ish, even though he doesn't run. He has a decent and pretty balanced Jason, for all intents and purposes. Outside of, you know, essentially, what? Savini Jason, which I don't have access to. I am playing on the Nintendo Switch platform. So if anybody asks how the hell am I able to play the game with all the cosmetics and stuff, on Nintendo Switch platform you can play offline mode and still have the costumes. You just gotta constantly reset the login thing. Alright, well that was pretty easy. Knock his block off there. I might be a little bit rusty on Friday the 13th, the game. I haven't played it since the last time we streamed it, which was on Friday the 13th. I'm gonna put a trap down here for the car because usually camp counselors will make their way to the car. I'm going to use my senses here to see if we can track anybody. I'm going to shift over here. Now, the one thing I will say is I did get to see footage of Jason Voorhees in Dead by Daylight because there was a lot of other streamers who got 5 minutes access to him. So I was watching a lot of people's videos. I really like his power. His power omnipresence is actually pretty cool in the sense that good old Jason basically has like all his powers from Friday the 13th, the game, all mixed into one. So he's undetectable, he is able to track survivors, and on top of that, he also can kind of like teleport to a certain area for a jump scare, which I think is very, very cool and super, super effective. Okay, so we're gonna teleport over this way. I'm gonna look here. Alright, let's break this door down. Unfortunately, the AI bots in this game are not gonna do too much here. Okay, let's see. Pocket knife. Never would have expected a pocket knife. You always should expect somebody actually got trapped in the car. That's why we trap the cars, Dreadknights. It's very important to do that. Okay, let's continue to move this way. Alright, grab that. Oh, I missed. I missed. I can't believe it. Alright, what are you picking up? Are you trying to square up with me? You are not going to be able to square up with the great and powerful Dreadscape Gaming, let alone Jason Voorhees. You can run, waste your stamina, come on, waste your stamina. I know you're gonna waste your stamina. Alright, let's go. Let's see here. Knock, knock. Oh, got ya. Oh, Kenny. Oh my god, they killed Kenny! You gotta finish the rest of that statement there. Let's just take a selfie here. They never stand straight for the camera, I'll tell you that, Dreadknights. They never stand straight for the camera here. Yes! Make a mama proud today! We're gonna make all these camp counselors pay. There's no hanky-panky at Camp Crystal Lake. No siree, no siree. None so whatsoever. Alright. I see we've had a couple visitors coming in and out. Just so you know, if you're somebody that should not be here, I do not welcome you here. You know, I did make some precautionary things. However, that does not apply to you, Rabbit. I mean, if you want to actually say something, I probably would have to fix that up and stuff, but, that's not you. I had a weird encounter this weekend. I'm just going to tell all of you here. So, I was streaming on Twitch on Friday. I had this really weird person that came in. And it seemed like they kind of knew me in a way. Like, were super, super familiar with me. To the point that it was a little bit odd. So, I got, like, a little bit uncomfortable. And I was, like, on my Twitter account. And I decided to kind of do a little bit of research on the person in question. And it seems like they were, like, a problematic account on Twitter. It seems like they were a person that had kind of barred a lot of VTubers and stuff. So I did what I normally do when I see, like, accounts of that nature. So I actually hit the block button. And then the person hit me up with this really weird and creepy email, which was, like, super weird for me in general. Because it's like, why are you, like, emailing me? Like, usually, like, if you've been blocked and stuff, that should kind of be, like, the end of things, in my opinion. And they sent me this really creepy email, like, had they been, like, stalking out my channel for a very long time, and I don't know, I got a bad vibe from it, so, that's why I say, please don't email me if you are not emailing me about something that's business-related, stuff of that nature, because, you know, obviously with streamers and stuff, if we feel a little certain way about things, we kind of try to shut that down. You know, and the other thing about it, too, that I want to point out to viewers on my channel, is I'm your streamer and you're my viewer usually. So I would appreciate it if you try to just keep things that way, if it makes sense, you know. Because if not, it's like, how do I put it? Creepy. It's creepy. There's no other way to put it. So I would appreciate if you respect my personal boundaries with stuff of that nature. Alright, getting back into things. So yeah, please don't email me. Please, I enjoy interactions with people in chat and stuff, but I don't like, you know, emailing me, and stuff of that nature was, like, really, really creepy. Like, I got a Buffalo Bill vibe. I should not, like, when I'm streaming, get, like, a Buffalo Bill type of vibe from somebody, you know? So, that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, let's pick that up. Nope, we missed her. We missed her. That's not good. Let's keep pushing this way. Should be generally fine here. You know? Okay. And the thing about it, too, that was kind of bothering me was, like, they were stalking out my, like, Twitter account, and then they thought, like, something I was talking about, which was a personal matter between me and another person, was applied to them, which is kind of weird, because it's like, if I already blocked you on Twitter, that should be, like, enough to, like, not come back and stuff. And they were like, no, it was a completely different thing I was talking about, and they were just like, you're talking about... Like, no, I'm not talking about you, bro. Like, chill out. You know, it's just kind of weird sometimes like that, so... Yeah, it's one of those things, Dreadknights. It's one of those things. It comes with the territory of being a streamer sometimes. Alright, so let's look around. But yeah, please, no emails, unless it's business inquiries. Please, please, no emails unless it's business inquiry. I'd say, of, like, all the things that have ever happened in 6 years of streaming, that was by far the most creepy experience I have ever had on a and it happened on my debut of Twitch, too, which was kind of like... And I like Twitch. I was mentioning this before. I prefer Twitch as a platform because we have sound alerts. On top of sound alerts, I have my custom emotes that I can use there that I can't use here concurrently on YouTube. And it's a much more chill atmosphere, you know? I understand people don't like ads. I'll be on Twitch tomorrow for Diablo 4. This week, Diablo 4 is going to be exclusive to Twitch TV. So if you're a fan of my Diablo content, definitely make sure to check it out there. But yeah, you know, I've been doing okay too, by the way. Like, I've been kind of busy getting some collabs set up. I did mention this on social media, but I'll mention it here as well. I am going to be collabing with Zenitas RP. He is a Twitch streamer, Twitch affiliate over on Twitch TV, another male VTuber, pretty chill dude. We're going to be playing Repo on my channel on YouTube, coming up on Wednesday. And he's like a veteran of Repo. Like, you've seen me play Repo like 2 or 3 times here on the channel. I'm not particularly bad at it, but I'm not particularly good at it, so it'd be kind of cool to be able to play with somebody else. So we're going to be doing that collab at 5 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I am still also preparing some other collabs with other VTubers, so there's not going to be just that punch there. That kill in particular is from Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, and there's this really cool scene where the guy is boxing on the roof trying to outbox Jason, and he runs out of stamina and is like, oh, come on, come at me, give me your best punch, and Jason just punches him once. So that's actually a reference, that kill, to Friday the 13th Part 8. There's only 2 camp counselors? I said it was Rusty Dreadknights. That clearly is not the case here, Dreadknights. Not whatsoever. Okay. So, usually, with the last 2 camp counselors around on the map, it's best to look in the sleeping bags, as well as to just start taking out all the generators. If we take out the generators, we raise their fear. If we raise their fear, we'll be able to actually sense them unless they have, like, the Night Owl perk. So, let's break this generator here. I'm going to be playing Dead by Daylight on Thursday here, and then on Friday, I'll be playing it over. Wow! I can't believe that worked. We smoked them out. Alright, good job. Good job, good job, good job, good job. They deserve to die, Jason. Yes! Gotta make Mama proud, Dreadknights. Gotta make Mama proud. I'm feeling it. Sheldon's left. Or Shelly. Good old Shelly from Part 3. Friday the 13th. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna probably look by the generator. Let's see, that one is still on, correct? It is. So we're gonna break this generator. Then I think the plan is maybe we'll go to the sleeping bags. Then from there, maybe we'll do something else. You never know. Give me a bit to lock in here, Dreadknights. A bit. We'll do it. I believe. Do you believe? Do you believe in me the way that I believe in all of you? Hopefully you do. Alright, let's push in over here. Nothing there. Are any of you that are in chat actually excited for Jason Voorhees, aka Jason, because obviously it's a Jason universe, being in Dead by Daylight? Are you excited about the power? Have you seen the footage? The Mori is phenomenal. Like, I really think they got the best type of essence of Jason with that Mori, because it's like really over the top. It feels like it would be a Friday the 13th kill in its own right. Okay, so let's look at this cabin. They're definitely in there. I have lowered my sound effect. This is basically what's considered stalk in the game. So he can't necessarily hear me coming. He can still see me, though. Did he jump out the window here? Maybe, potentially. I'm gonna break the door down just to kind of smoke him out. If not, then we know that he's definitely inside. Maybe the closet here? Yep, he is. Not that there's anything wrong with that, obviously. I don't mean it in an offensive way. Okay. Good job. Clean sweep here. We made Mama proud, Dreadknights. We made Mama proud. 7 out of 7. I said I was rusty, but Part 8 Jason is one of the best Jasons in this game. It's only thing that comes close to this is Savini Jason, in my personal opinion. But you never know. You never know. Give me 1 second. I see something I need to do. So I'm gonna do it a quick second when we get to the next match. Let me see here. Yes, that's what I want to do. Let me also do one other thing real quick, Dreadknights. I just have an odd feeling here. I'm just gonna go with my gut. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. My apologies. It's gonna take a minute for the game to load back up anyway. Because I have to do, like, a whole bunch of things here for it not to be, you know, messed up. Alright. I did something just now. For somebody that maybe needs to say anything to me, if you are free to chat. But it's not the creepy person, by the way. Just in case. You are not on your timeout, I guess you could say. With that being said, let's continue. I have to back out of the game and then re-enter it. Login failure. Are you sure? We can't get any more experience points, unfortunately, here. Credits? Nope, we don't want to do that. We're going to go into offline play. Alright, let's go to... I want to go to Packanack. I like this map in particular. It's pretty cool. Reminds me... Well, all the maps in this game are based on Friday the 13th movies. I'm not going to do Part 2 Jason. We'll do Part 3 Jason. Good old classic runner Jason. Actually looks very similar to this mask, right? We could do Purple Pleasure, but I don't want to do Purple Pleasure. Purple Pleasure is the one from the NES. Okay, so we're gonna get Camp Counselors. Loading. Higgins Haven. I wish we could still play this online with other people. Because, oh man, if we could still do Friday the 13th the game online. Hello? Who was that? Somebody sent me a message somewhere. I think it was on Twitch. It's kind of funny. I'm not on Twitch, so if you're sending me messages on Twitch, I'm not dual streaming today. I don't know what... Let me put the Twitch chat alert off. Thank you for the follow on Twitch TV, though. Take those off, just in case somebody decides to do sound alert. Alright. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Let's see here. Let's grab this throwing knife. Let's grab the air throwing knife. Okay, sweet, sweet, sweet. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to teleport to the phone line. We're going to trap the phone line. A lot of times, camp counselors will use the phone line very quickly. On top of that, it's always imperative that we block also the cars from them not being able to do anything. Because there's different ways they can escape, or they can run out the timer. Who is that over there? Sir? Sir, come back. Come back. Are you on campground here? There's no hanky-panky whatsoever here? Ah, it's the Cheech and Chong wannabe. Come here. Were you smoking your reefer madness? There's no reefer madness here at Camp Crystal Lake. No siree. No siree. Ooh. Ooh, what was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? He threw firecrackers at me. You're trying to light the cabin on fire? That's so inconsiderate of you, bros. What are you doing? What are you doing? Can't have that happening in my Camp Crystal Lake. Grab that. Alright, let's give him a kill here. I can't really do too many things fancy. Maybe we'll have him massage his temples a little bit here. Just give him a little bit of temple massages here. Massage a little bit here and there. You never know. Give them a little bit of a massage. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Just a nice little temple massage, Dreadknights. Ooh, nice. Good job. Yes, making Mama proud. Making Mama proud here today. Alright, let's go to the car. So we're gonna trap the car. I see someone that's there static. We should be particularly fine here. Don't shoot me! How dare you shoot me with that flare gun? That's rude! I just wanted to talk to you for a second. How rude of you to do that to me, man. Come here, Shelly. I'm gonna teach you a lesson of respect. You stabbed me in the neck too? Bro, what's with this aggression here? We're just having a simple conversation, Dreadknights. Just a simple conversation with him, and he stabs me in the neck. Maybe I wanted to give him a high five. Maybe I wanted to give him a hug. Well, now the gloves are coming off, kiddo. Do people even say kiddo anymore? Probably not. All right. Come back here, Shelly. Where are you? Oh, you have a date? Were you trying to do some hanky-panky here? I'll deal with you later. Where are you going? Uh-oh. Glitched. I can't really get him anywhere. There's nothing. Maybe I can throw him out the window. Ah, pushed the button too soon. I guess we're going to massage his temples a little bit, too. Here. Nice little massage around the temples here. A little bit of a massage. You know? Just a little bit on the temples. Everybody gets stressed out sometimes. Ah, I might have pushed way too hard there, Dreadknights. Way too hard. Way too hard. No. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, Dreadknights. Let's go. Oh, I hear Tiffany. So we're going to teleport back to the car here. Hey there, Tiffy! What's up? I'm terrible at throwing these knives. Always miss them. I'm playing on Switch controller. You know how hard it is to play on the Switch controller, bros? Okay, let's go. Come back here. I like her outfit, though. It's pretty cute. Can't lie. She's probably got a knife, so I'm just going to slash her away. All right. Butcher, 10 skill points there. 100. Nice, nice, nice. Let's break the generator. All right. Party crasher. Raise the fear when we do this, Dreadknights. Thank you to everybody that's been joining and popping in and out. Again, I will be playing Dead by Daylight PTB on Thursday here on the channel, and then also on Friday. I won't be doing it the first day, because I have to take care of some other stuff in Diablo 4. Are you trying to square up with me with a 2x4? What's wrong with you, buddy? What's wrong with you, pal? How dare you? How dare you? I'm just here, doing my job as the head camp counselor. Gotta make sure you're not drinking alcohol, you're not smoking reefer madness, you're not having any hanky-panky whatsoever, and here you do all this crap, man. Why are you getting so violent? I have to expect it from the greaser, right? Obviously it's the greaser. Where are you going? Where are you going? Cut it out. Why'd you stab me? Of course the greaser has a pocket knife. Why wouldn't he have a pocket knife, Dreadknights, right? Why would he have a pocket knife? Alright, let's go. Grab him. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see if we can put him somewhere. Alright. Gonna just chop him down to size. Every once in a while you gotta bring somebody down to size. Chop his neck. Alright. And we're off. Did I ever get a chance to trap this car? I don't think so. Let's put a trap here. Just for safety here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go shift. Back by the car. Is there anybody around here? There's one person there. Let's put the trap down there, Dreadknights, shall we? Okay, sweet. Okay, there's no one around, so our senses, they're tingling. We have Vanessa, Victoria, and La Champa. So we have a nerd, a athlete, and we have a prissy Madonna type character left in our lobby. Alright, it's so dark though. That's the one problem with breaking the generators here. You never necessarily know what, you can't really see, I guess is what I'm getting at. Let's break this and break down the door. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Okay. Good job. Nothing there. Let's look behind door number 2. Nothing there. Nothing there whatsoever. Alright. Nothing there, nothing there. Let's continue to look around here, Dreadknights. What's behind door number 2? What's behind door number 1? Nothing. It's so dark I can't literally see the hand inside my... no, excuse me. I can't see the hand in front of my face. I am a little bit tired. I've had, I haven't been sleeping too well, to say the very least. This is a lot of work that I've been doing behind the scenes. Setting up collabs and other stuff too. I think I got like 6 hours of sleep yesterday at the very least. Okay, teleport. I thought maybe there would have been swimming. That doesn't seem to be the case here. There's a generator over here. Let's break it. Alright, nice. Successfully join the... That's bot works, okay. That's the bot to prevent spam messages from going through, which I appreciate because those bots sometimes prevent stuff. It's not so bad on YouTube. Twitch TV, I noticed there's still all those bots that they said that they had gotten rid of. You know, what are you going to do about it sometimes, Dreadknights, right? Alright, lobby's gotten super quiet now. We're gonna teleport over here. Just trying to see if maybe they're not hanging by the outskirts. Because you never know. Every once in a while they might try to. Alright, let's fast forward over here. I think I see something in the distance. Yep. The one problem is this Jason doesn't swim very fast, but it's ever cutting through the water. Then it would be the airway. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna lower myself so he can't hear me. Because the thing is, in this game, when Jason's getting close to you, for those of you who don't know, what happens is you can hear his music a mile away, so it gives you time to kind of prepare yourself for stuff from happening, you know, as a camp counselor, so you always want to kind of prevent that type of stuff. Okay. Good. Right, let's see here. Nothing there. Okay, I see him. Keeps going in and out. That's fine. Knock, knock. Where are you going? Where are you going? Come here. Oh, got stabbed in the neck. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. I'm sorry, Mama. I'll make you proud. Give me time, damn it. Give me time. Give me time. Alright, let's break the door down. Let's break this door down. I'm doing a terrible job at breaking this door down. You think this Jason Voorhees would be doing a better job right now, right? Alright, let's grab you. Alright, let's throw you through the window. I don't know how, honestly, that particular kill is supposed to actually kill somebody, but apparently it does. Yes! Almost for a clean sweep here. Almost for a clean sweep. You gotta love it, gotta love it. Alright, let's look through. Oh, no! I missed. I'm always so terrible. Do you got a gasoline can? Are you trying to steal my car? You know how many more payments of that car I have? How dare you? Alright, let's grab you. I'm gonna have to teach you... Oh, let's do a special environmental kill. Let's fix this back a little bit. Brick your back like so. That's from Dead by... not Dead by Daylight. That's from Dead or Alive 2, for those who know. Victoria Sterling. Let's cut these doors now. Yes, Mama! I will make you proud. I will make them scream. I will make them bleed. I will make them pay for drowning me. I'm the most vocal Jason Voorhees ever confirmed. That's fine. Let's see here. We're gonna look around. I am going to put this trap down here. Sweet. Okay. I am going to grab the throwing knife there. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Alright, let's teleport over. Which way? Actually, our teleport's on... Not on cooldown just yet. I think it just came back. Yeah, it did. Alright, let's wait on this a bit. We'll be able to kill them. I'm proud. I feel it. Was this door locked before? I don't remember that. I'm gonna cut this door down just to be on the safe side, Dreadknights. I think we got this. I think we truly do. We got this, we got this. We're good in the hood. Alright, nice, nice, nice. Let's look around. Grab that knife. Nothing. I can't grab it. It's not letting me grab it. Why is that? Why is that the case, man? Friday 13th, the game's still a buggy mess sometimes. It's kind of funny because, like put out the patch and then there's no, like, fix to that. Let's look around. Nothing there. Now, if I were a camp counselor, where would I be hiding at this point in the game? Usually you'll hide in the main area, maybe under a bed, maybe under a closet, maybe something of that nature. I don't think that that's particularly the case here. I could be wrong. Let's see. I am going to put a trap by the phone. I Actually, I don't have any more traps. I think I put a trap by the phone anyway, did I not? I'm pretty sure I did. Did I? I don't even remember. It doesn't matter. Right now we have map pressure, which is what's the important thing. I'm going to go to this generator. We're going to start breaking the generators on the map again. The more generators that we destroy on the map, the better it will be for us long-term Dreadknights. Alright, let's look. Here. Okay, good. Let's see. I don't see anything of that nature there. Where could they be? Knock, 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 Aliyah oxen free, come out, wherever you are! You could run, but you can't hide. Clearly they can hide quite a bit, though, Dreadknights. You're just joining us, we're playing Friday the 13th, the game. Getting in preparation for tomorrow's Dead by Daylight PTB, where Jason himself is the killer. He is the 10th anniversary chapter. I'm very happy about it. I was one of the people who was watching the Dead by Daylight 13-hour stream. I didn't stay for the full 13 hours. In fact, I watched a little bit on the Dead by Daylight stream, and then when I realized not too much was happening, I jumped into one of the Fog Whisperers polyester stream and just kind of chilled and vibed there for a bit. I stayed up till about like 12 o'clock my time when I realized that was probably going to be a 13-hour reveal. I went to bed, got up, touched some wet concrete, got some coffee, had some breakfast, came back at like 10 o'clock in the morning. And right then is exactly, ironically, when the Jason reveal happened, so I got to see it live, which I was happy about. There were some streamers, unfortunately, who didn't get to do that. And they were kind of upset about it, which I can't understand. I feel like a 13-hour stream, I get the point of it because it's like a viral thing, and it got a whole bunch of people talking both positively and negative about it, which gave, like, obviously Dead by Daylight a lot of press, you know, which was kind of the point of doing that stunt. But I did think it kind of dragged on a little bit. I would have preferred a little bit more action in between, like, some of the stuff that was going on. Like, I would have loved to have seen people, like, more partying sounds in the background and hearing, like, screams and stuff. Because I feel like that would have made, like, it a little bit more height and sense in the anticipation. I do give Behavior a lot of credit, though, because Behavior made it seem at the middle part of the stream like we were going to get Slenderman, which I personally would never want to see in Dead by Daylight, because I do not like Slenderman. I don't like it. I know there's a lot of people who grew up with that internet horror thing, but for me, I've always associated Slenderman with that gruesome teenage murder. And I personally would not like to see, even though we play video games, obviously are horror, and this one's about murdering people in a video game, I'm not comfortable having a character like Slenderman that's associated with a gruesome murder in Dead by Daylight. I don't want to see it personally, because I feel like it's in poor taste to the girl's family to include that character in Dead by Daylight. Maybe we'll get in at some point. That'll probably be a chapter that I will never play. Like, I'll play against it, but I won't buy it, because I feel a certain way about Slenderman because of the murders. So I'm not cool with that. I don't vibe with that type of stuff, Dreadknights. You know, even in video games, this is just like video games. It's just a video game. But when, like, something gets taken way too far like that, I draw the line. I don't want to see Slenderman ever in Dead by Daylight for my own personal reasons. Alright. Let's see here. Let's see. Well, we got another clean sweep, Dreadknights. Make mama proud. Make mama proud. Gotta make mama proud, right? We didn't get to play Dead by Daylight for Mother's Day. Kind of funny. I only put Dead by Daylight out for, like, special occasions here. Alright. Nice. Nice. E1 skin Dreadknights? Something else? Okay, good. 1 second here. 1 second here. 1 second here. My bad. Just trying to get something settled while we wait for the game to queue up. Alright. I have to relog into it every time I do this, which is kind of a bit inconvenient to say the very least, Dreadknights. Alright. Good in the hood right now. I think we should play... Which Jason do you think we should play, Dreadknights? I already did part 8. Maybe part 7? We haven't done part 7 in a while. Part 7 is good at swimming. Part 7 has a pretty decent shift. Most of its cooldowns, though, are pretty slow, to say the very least. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Takes forever, man. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Alright, we finally got into the mansion. Took forever, man. Just waiting here. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let's do this. I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it, Dreadknights? Are you feeling it? Are you feeling good? Let's do this. Grab the throwing knives. Then from there, what we're going to do is obviously we are going to shift to one of the cars so that we can trap it.
Remember what they did to us, Jason.
I will, Mama. I will. We will kill them all, Dreadknights. We must kill them all. All right, let's teleport over here. I'm going to get the generator first. There are obviously a whole bunch of camp counselors in the house, so we got to smoke them out. Let's grab that knife. Nice, nice, nice. All right, I am going to use our sense here in a minute just to see how many of them are in this house. It seems like there's at least 2 or 3 by my estimation. I could be wrong about that, though. Ha 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 ha. Yes! We must! We must! Okay. Let's go up through here. Break the door. Alright, let's look around. Grab you. Alright, sweet. Why did you stab me in the neck? How dare you stab me in the neck? I will not tolerate that. How dare you stab me in the neck? Okay. That's fine. Well, we don't have to worry about the pocket knife. Somebody's already touching the car? No, they got the lights back on, you son of a monkey. How dare you? I was Con Edison. I cut off your electricity. It's fine. Let me go over here, check the car just for a second anyway. Did we even put a trap down here? I don't think we did. Alright. Yeah, so it was definitely the generator there, Dreadknights. If you're just joining us, we are playing Friday the 13th the game. Thank you for joining me. Feel free to chat. It is a friendly environment. Tell me what your favorite Friday the 13th the game movie was. Or your favorite skin in this game. How do you feel about Dead by Daylight coming to... Or Friday the 13th chapter. AKA, well, technically Jason Universe chapter coming to Dead by Daylight. Alright. Where are you? I hear you, Shelly. You messing with my car? Let me put the trap down here just in case. They're definitely inside. There's one person just standing in there. That's the bot probably all messed up. I should go for the person that ran out, but I think we're going to stay here because we could probably get somebody in one of these closets almost certainly. Are you going to loop through the window here? You are! Hi there, buddy! Oh, it's Mitch. Mitch, why are you lighting firecrackers in the cabin? You could burn it down! This is a fire hazard waiting to happen! I can't allow that, man. I'm the head camp counselor, Jason! Jason can't tolerate that here. Come back here. Why do you have that weapon in your hand, buddy? I just want to talk to you. And he jumps through the window. I mean, there's a door right there that perfectly works, bro. Why did you jump through a window? Do you know how much money that's going to cost me to fix? Why did you stab me? I'm just trying to talk to you. I need to put them in a timeout corner. For real, for real.
No matter what they do to
Yes, Mama, I will make them pay. I will make them pay. Okay, Mama, you don't have to scream at my ear, Mama. The voice is in my head right now. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so I think one of them hit a closet. The other one, I think, ran outside. Looks like it's the far end, so we're gonna go this way, and we're gonna stab through here. Almost certainly got him. Nice! Ah, poor Mitch. That wasn't Mitch, that was Jenny. Oh, Jenny. He jumped out the window? Let me just break this now so I don't have to deal with it later. He snitched on Jenny, so Jenny would die instead of him. What a scumbag. He might as well be wearing scumbag glasses at that point, Dreadknights. Let's get rid of this closet, too. Reason for this is then late game, they won't just be able to hide in these, which is kind of smart. And I think there might be one more around, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Because I think there's 4 closets in total in this particular area. There's one downstairs, too. We'll probably leave the one downstairs for a little bit later. Alright. We're gonna morph over there. But the cool thing about the Dead by Daylight chapter for Jace is that they kind of merge those powers together. So the omnipresent evil, basically, if you haven't seen the video footage, Polyester put it out. A lot of our top like DBD streamers have put it out. Maybe I'll link it in the video after I'm done with stream. But basically, he can become undetectable. He moves around very quickly, like his shift ability. And then on top of that, while he's in omnipresence, he can see the footsteps of survivors, but he can't see like their scratch marks. And on top of that, he can see the red clouds of them if they're like standing still working on a generator. So the red clouds remind me of his sensibility here in Friday the 13th, the game. So it's like they put all his abilities wrapped into one from the video game into his power in Dead by Daylight, which was a nice little nuance to it. I don't think too many people realized that they basically merged all the powers together, which I think was kind of cool, because you can't have him have all those powers. Some people are complaining that he doesn't have rage, but he has a projectile weapon, and he has the ability to do mini Moris, which I think is pretty cool because he can throw his projectile weapon to impale people into like trees, into walls, into different types of vicinities. I don't know if he could do it on a generator because I haven't seen any video footage that implies that he could do it on a generator, so I'm kind of curious if he could also like shoot the generator with it, because that would be like freaking awesome. And then just do, but apparently he has like 2 or 3 mini Moris, and then he has like the very big Mori where he basically stabs somebody or he guts them with like the hook, rips out their intestines. He really hit in the sleeping bag thinking I wasn't going to notice that. He literally just ran a straight line there. Well, you know what they say, if you ain't dying, you ain't trying. And guess what he's doing right now, Bugsy? You're dying. Because you were trying my patience. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So I think that's pretty, you know, interesting and fascinating, his Mori. He guts the person, rips out the guts in the lower half, then throws them down on the ground, has a can of gasoline, kicks the can of gasoline, and then lights it with his 2 weapons and puts the survivor on fire. That is straight out of a Friday the 13th movie, so I appreciate that. I appreciate those kills that they did there. You know, that was a nice Mori. So it's going to be fascinating tomorrow. He also has cosmetics. They're not cosmetics based on the movie, though. They're kind of their own interpretations. There's one that looks like the Jason I'm playing right now, where he's kind of like got a whole bunch of seaweed on him and stuff, but the mask isn't broken. There is also a Jason where he's in a lumberjack shirt with suspenders, and he has like a, kind of looks like a fire axe, which I think is kind of cool. Then on top of that, Mitch. Is that Mitch? No, that's not Mitch. It's La Champa! And you got a knife, of course you got a knife. And then there's another cosmetic, which kind of looks like a mix of part 6 and part 8 Jason. So he kind of looks like Toxic Shock, and like he's been in the water, and he's kind of like been phased and like messed up severely because he's got like seaweed coming and the mask is a little bit distorted, and he's got like seaweed coming out of his actual body, but then he's got like the gloves like he had in part 6, and then on top of that he has like a shovel. I like that skin the most. That's the one that I kind of vibe with the most. Second one's the Quack one. I don't care for the suspenders one. There's though a lot of people on Twitter /X, whatever you call it. La Champa, I don't have anywhere I can give you a physical kill, so we'll give you the Pamela Voorhees just a little bit off the top. So for me personally, like, I like the cosmetics, I just don't like the suspenders one because it feels like it's too out of place. Almost certainly when Halloween season comes around, we will get like a Blight skin for him. That's kind of will almost certainly happen with the Jason Universe license. The one thing I do like about this particular collaboration with Dead by Daylight is the fact, Dreadknights, that it seems like Jason Universe is willing to give like DBD the reins as to like doing their own original costumes and stuff. And on top of that, they're very friendly with each other on the Twitter account now, so it's kind of cool. I think it's a match made in heaven. Like, there was a lot of people that were complaining about, like, Friday the 13th. Let me check his molars here. I'll be a little bit of a dentist here, just for a minute. Let me see. Do you got any cavities? You got any cavities? I might have pulled a little too hard there, Dreadknights. Let's go. We got another one. So that's kind of cool, too, you know. So I like the fact that they're really going, like, in hard with this collaboration with each other. I think it's important too because a lot of people are complaining like Jason being the new killer, but when you think about it, Jason is an 80s slasher icon. Without Jason Voorhees, without all those Friday the 13th films in the 80s, because he came before even Freddy Krueger, there wouldn't be a Freddy. There probably wouldn't have been more Michael Myers sequels because when they saw Friday the 13th was being successful, Michael Myers came back for part 4 and part 5. You would have never had Leatherface. Like, he was the quintessential slasher icon, because his movies were so wildly popular. We got Freddy, and then we got more Halloween sequels, and we got Leatherface, and we had the killer from, what is it, My Bloody Valentine? Which is the coal miner. It was funny because I was talking to Sister Dread earlier in the day because I was very hyped about Dead by Daylight. And Sister Dread knows I'm a fan of horror films. When we were growing up, we used to watch horror films together for Halloween and stuff, you know. That's the type of vibe that I've always had with my sister for stuff like that. So she watches some horror film. I still have to watch the new Scream movie, though. Because I haven't had time to watch the new Scream movie with Sister Dread. Just, I'm so busy with streaming and other things that are going on right now. And Sister Dread is, like I mentioned before, in college, and she's taking summer classes now. So it's kind of hard to sit down and watch a movie. I'm going to get rid of these beds just in case. I felt like there was maybe a camp counselor here. Potentially. I'm not 100% sure, though. You know? So, you know, Sister Dread is kind of busy. But we were supposed to watch the new Scream movie. Because I think there's, like, a lawsuit that's coming up with Scream. Apparently over the mask and who owns the rights to it. I think the costume makers are suing the film. The people who own the rights to Scream now. So I don't know. I had read about it. I don't know if it's so much truth to it. Because, you know, you read some things on the internet and you're like, that's probably not the case whatsoever. You never know, Dreadknights. You never know. Let's move on. Let's stab here. Okay, cool. Let's go for here. Nothing there. Alright, cool. Nothing there as well. Alright, so let's teleport over here. Hey, look, we found someone! What's up, Kenny? Please, no. I just want to talk to you, man. Why are you lighting fireworks? Do you have a permit for that? It's not Kenny, it's actually Adam. Oh, Adam. Why, Adam? Why did you have to do that, Adam? We could have been buddies. We could have been pals. We could have been friends to the end. Oh, wait, wrong killer. But no, you throwed it all away now. All away. I'm gonna have to do something about that, Dreadknights. We're gonna have to teach him a lesson. I won't have to do this to you, Adam. Why are you running away? You can run, but you can't hide from Jason. Jason Voorhees will claim another soul. I will claim another victim. I will have my revenge. My mama will get her revenge. This I proclaim. Alright. I better stop flying around. Notice how when I swing my mask around too much, it breaks. Hey, it was a run-of-the-mill figure. Dreadknights run-of-the-mill thing. I see Deborah in the background. I should go after Deborah because she usually has Night Owl, but I'm gonna continue to pursue. Adam here? Maybe? I mean, Deborah's right there for the taking, though. Hey there, Deborah. What are you doing? That's not Deborah? So Deborah was there? Who's this? It's still Adam. Okay. I thought it was Deborah. Okay, Deborah's over there, then I stand corrected. Let's gut him like a fish. What did we learn? We don't use pocket knives on Jason Voorhees. We don't do that here in Camp Crystal Lake.
They deserve to
Yes,
die, Jason.
they do deserve to die. I will, Mama. I will make them suffer. Each and every one of them. Each and every one of them. We'll make them pay. We'll make them scream. We'll make them bleed. We will, Dreadknights. We will. Alright. Still good. I mean, Tiffany. What has become of you? Why'd you gotta stab me? You know, I've been getting abused and bullied this whole freaking match, Dreadknights. Stop bullying me! Okay, she went back in there. You think she's gonna jump in the closet? I don't think so. Let's push. Where are you going, Deborah? Well, that's not Deborah. Why do you keep calling her Deborah? It's Tiffany. Tiffany. See, you'd be tripping. That's, you know what they say about, you know, certain things. They be do tripping. Girls are always tripping sometimes. Alright, let's take care of you. Alright. Smile for the camera. We're gonna take a selfie together. Stand straight for the camera. Ah, Dreadknights, they never stand still for the camera.
Don't stop, Jason.
I won't, Mama. We got one left, Mitch.
Die. Make them suffer like we.
We will, Mama. We will make them suffer. Alright, we got the throwing knife. I think the plan of action here is to break all the generators, recheck the cars, maybe check the sleeping bags as well. We got into rage mode already, so we have wasted a lot of time in some of these encounters with this camp counselors. Where are we going? The generator's somewhere around. I'm gonna break for the door here, because I can just do that now because I'm in rage mode. For those who don't know. This is one of those powers that people were hoping were going to come to DBD. I think it's fine, his power. Some people are complaining that he's a little bit OP and going to be annoying to go against. I don't think so. I mean, because the thing is, too, when he's in omnipresence, like, you can kind of tell with his power, like, the fog rolls in. You can't see him and he's undetectable, but the fog implies he's somewhere around, so you do have some countermeasures to him. On top of that, it does look like his spear and projectile weapons are going to be kind of hard to aim, kind of similar to the gunslinger. So there's that too, you know, Dreadknights. It's not... Like, I think there's a lot of counterplay for him. It's going to be hard to get, like, survivor lobbies going against him, though, because, like, the thing is on the PTB, you know, it's long queue times, because there's some people who don't jump onto the PTB, or they'll play, like, custom, so then sometimes you're waiting, like, a long time for a queue as a killer, or a long time as a queue... Oh, excuse me, for Survivor. So what I think I'm gonna probably do for mostly the PTB, I'm probably gonna just like playtest in customs. See if I can grab some people there. I'll be down to playtest in customs. If I can't, I'll just do like with bots to get a feel for Jason the first day, and then from there, you know, maybe the next day I jump into like hubs in PTB and see how long the queue times are gonna be. But I suspect probably in a 2 or 3 hour session, we're only gonna get maybe 1 or 2. I don't suspect we'll get a whole bunch. Let's put a trap down. Okay, sweet. Let's look around here. Let's go to the car. Alright. Boom, boom. Alright. Let's grab somebody by the sleeping bag and we should be fine. Let's check behind door number 1. Nothing there. So unfortunate, so unfortunate. You poor unfortunate soul. Let's check behind door number 2. Nothing there. I could have swore they were going to be in the sleeping bags. Nothing there as well. Let's teleport over this way, shall we? Nothing there. What could it be, Dreadknights? Do you think you know where the camp counselors are? Can you point out where the camp counselor is? I mean, we're in rage mode. We're almost getting close to the timer here. Definitely not in the beds. We would have heard the music playing there. Definitely not that. Welcome to the stream. We are playing Friday the 13th, the game. Let's look around here. Nothing there. Where do you think they could be? I'm thinking they're probably hanging out on the outskirts at this point. Doesn't seem like they're hiding getting in the closets. Definitely not hiding under the bed. Usually the indication if they're hiding under the bed is you'll hear music playing, usually. So I'm just trying to see if I break things just to get like a little bit of a fear meter up here, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Break some of the beds here just for good measures. Alright. Nothing there. Okay. Good. Nothing there as well. I don't think there's anything here. I think this is a lost cause. We're just burning time. But just for science here. You never know. Okay, good. Let's break this. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna teleport over here by the fuse box. The fuse box is still broken. I could have swore that they were gonna be somewhere around here, but I think I get an inkling of them. Do you think they could be in the sleeping bags near the house? I don't think so. I'm gonna check here a second, just to see, because usually there's, like, one more closet. Oh, man, 2-minute warning, we're kind of this close, Dreadknights. I don't know. Where do you think? I don't see anything. There's this closet here, let's see. They're not in there? I'm surprised. I could have swore they were gonna be in there. Shenanigans. I declare shenanigans, Dreadknights. Ba-da-dum, boom, boom, boom. Ba-da-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Alright. We got the 2-minute warning. We need to find this camp counselor. Where are they? Are you in here? No, you're not. How dare you run away from me? Where do you think there are Dreadknights? I think they're probably hiding in the camp site. It's got to be one of these two. It's got to be. Let's check. Do you believe? Do you believe? Show me the believes in the chat right now. There we go. Found someone. Hi there. Where are you hiding there, boy? I'm not done with you. You think you could run away from me? No, not by a long shot. Not by a long shot indeed. Yes. Yes. That's sweet, sweet suffering. We made Mama proud. 7 out of 7. A clean sweep. A clean sweep indeed, Dreadknights. Yes, Mama. The goal is to get all clean sweeps today. Thank you for being proud, Mama. I'm proud too. Are you proud of me, Dreadknights? Are you proud? I know one of you is very proud because you keep commenting in and out of chat. It's good to see you if you are here. I would really like to know why you did that stuff, though. If you are hanging around, I need some clarity on that because I kind of confused and upset about that. It's not like personal, but you know, I don't understand why you would have done that. Like to begin with, like I don't know, I don't even had the context, but like if you're hanging around, I do appreciate you being here. And I'm not, like, super upset. Or if you, like, you know, I'm confused. I don't know. You know, like, stuff. I can't really, you know. But if you're here, I am appreciate it. But you do really need to, get at me at some point. That is, if you're still cool with me. I don't even know. Alright, let's continue, shall we? Alright, offline player. Let's go to Jarvis' house for that one. Alright, let's go on. Alright, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Let's do this. Shall we, Dreadknights? Can we get another clean sweep? I feel it in my jellies. Do you feel it in your jellies? Do you believe? Do you believe? Do you believe in magic? And I hope you do.
Find them, Jason.
Alright.
Make them pay for what they did to us.
Yes, yes, I will. I will make them pay, Mama. Let's trap the cars. Alright, good.
Yes. Yes. Kill for mother.
Alright, let's do this. Where do you think they could be, Dreadknights? Where do you think they could be? Let's break the generator here. Should be pretty good. The reason we do this is we're raising the fear meter of them. Alright, let's look around. See? We're raising the fear. We can see these little circles, and then we can kind of push in a little bit more. I like Part 4 Jason's design quite a bit, because there's just something about him. Particularly, I like his particular kills. His kills are pretty unique to him. I like the weapon, too. The pig splitter is kind of fascinating. Hey, Bugsy, what's up? Why are you running like that? Why are you trying to set the house on fire with a firecracker? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Did he really just stab me, Dreadknights? Did he really just stab me? Does he not know who I am? Well, I'm gonna have to... Where are you going? Where are you going? Let's give him an environmental calculator. So I'm gonna teach him how to use doors the proper way. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's look. There's no closet here? I could have swore there would have been a closet. Oh, there it is. Let's go. The reason I'm taking care of the closets too is because I don't want to have to deal with that later. You know, because late game, the bots have a tendency to hide in all the closets, and you're looking all around the map, and you can't find it. Loan them. Okay, let's teleport here if we can. Alright. Let's teleport somewhere if we can. I don't know. I think by the phone would be the ideal because we can trap them by the phone. Alright, let's look here. Why are you standing still? It wasn't until he saw me. Was he baiting me into something? Do you think he has a pocket knife? Almost certainly, right? Throw that blade. But finally, I actually hit one of the throwing knives today, Dreadknights. It felt like it took forever. I slashed at him because it looked pretty obvious like he had a throwing knife. So I don't want him to, like, stab me in the neck. Okay. Or a pocket knife, I should say. Making mama proud, making mama proud. Making mama proud, making mama proud. Making mama proud, making mama proud. I'm not a music artist. This is the best I could do in terms of singing. I could sing Man in the Mask, but I'd get, like, DMCA'd for that. Alright. Let's trap this phone. Ain't nobody calling long distance here. The phone bills here at Camp Crystal Lake are outrageous, Dreadknights. I can't even tell you how expensive it is. We are not all connected. New York telephone. That's like a very old commercial. I think that was way before even my day. Does anybody remember the days when television commercials actually had, like, jingles in them? Like, there was the one for Dunkin' Donuts where there was the guy who used to come out. It was like, time to make the donuts, and he had, like, this whole jingle. Or the Green Giant, where it was like, ho, 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 Green Giant. Or does anybody remember Puffin Fresh, or Puffin Stuff, as he was called? This is basically the real name of the Pillsbury Doughboy and the Doughboy commercials. Or, like, the creepy Bear Snuggles from, like, the fabric softener commercials. Please, no. I mean, you're the one trying to, like, do all these things at this camp. I can't have that. Okay. Okay, smile for the camera, take a selfie. They never stand straight, man. They always ruin the selfies, Dreadknights. They always ruin the selfies. All I want to do is post a cool photo on Instagram with them. And they won't let me. They won't let me. Woe is me. Woe is me, Dreadknights. Nobody wants to take a selfie with Justin Voorhees. Correction, we're Jason now. Jason Universe. Must not forget that. We're Jason only, Jason Universe. Try to explain that copyright lawsuit and how Jason Universe works over Friday 13th. It's quite a bit of a challenge. I've been trying to explain this to DBD players. I'll explain it to everybody here on chat. So this is how it kind of works concurrently. Friday the 13th is owned by Victor Miller. So anything that is in basically the original Friday the 13th movie, which is Kid Jason drowning, Camp Crystal Lake, and Pamela Voorhees, are owned by Victor Miller, who was the original screenplay writer, who now has the rights to Friday the 13th because they revert after 30 years. Anything that was done from Friday the 13th Part 2 to Friday the 13th Part 8 is owned by Jason Universe. They have the rights to those, so they have the rights to Adult Jason, they have the rights to pretty much the movies, but this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. If they wanted to use, like, the mask designs and the outfits from Friday... they also own the video game. Let me point that out to you. If they wanted to use something from the video game, however, they would have to get the rights of the movie holders, which right now is Warner Brothers. So, Warner Brothers... Basically, Jason Universe has to collab with Warner Brothers, to my understanding, to be able to put, like, Part 2 for Part 8 Jason as cosmetics. Now, when it comes to Dead by Daylight, obviously they wanted to get the license and not have to spend super a lot of money because that's a very expensive license to begin with. So it's probably easier and better to just use the Jason Universe, obviously, design, as well as to make the unique costumes, because that's just a little bit better. It's a little bit less headaches from a video game developer standpoint. Hang out here, Victoria. Just hang 10 there, you know? Getting a little bit of trouble. I'm trying to talk to Dreadknights and explain how this works. So, the other thing, too, is, like, with the iconic Friday the 13th chase theme, it was from the first movie. So, like, they had to redo the theme even for, like, Jason Universe and whatnot. So that's why, I know a lot of people have been complaining, because why is it Jason Universe and stuff? Jason Universe is the things that are being done moving forward, because it's less of a copyright issue. Like, the thing is, like, if they wanted to include Friday the 13th chapter and stuff, and they wanted to include a lot of other things, they have to deal with Victor Miller, which means that he has to be involved with it, which means more money has to be shared and also invested into this. On top of that, the other thing, too, is that then you have to talk to Warner Brothers, who owns the rights for certain things as well, to be able to include it and stuff. So the best middle ground here is you just go through Jason Universe, which is, you know, doing all the new stuff and stuff. I know a lot of people don't like the Jason Universe mask. I'm fine with the mask. I think the mask looks perfectly fine. It's different, you know? But it's not much different than if you were going to reboot Jason Voorhees, because the reboot mask is way different in Friday the 13th. The reboot than it is necessarily in the older movies, and nobody complained. I mean, I understand depending on the look, it can be kind of, but I think the look is fine. I don't mind the Jason Universe design. I think it's okay. You know, I would like a little bit more of a bulky Jason, like Friday the 13th Part 2 or Part 8, but it's not something that's a deal breaker to me. I've always gotten into the whole Jason Universe thing, and maybe people are gonna like hang me at the stake for saying this, but I like Jason Universe, you know, what it's doing right now, because it's more Jason. We haven't had a Friday the 13th movie, or technically now be a Jason movie, in a very long time. We haven't had a Friday the 13th series in a while. We haven't had Jason in a lot of video games till now this year, thanks to Jason. You're like, I can deal with a change, because regardless of what, chances are, even if they had settled on something, Jason's design was most likely going to get rebooted for new ages of stuff. Like, to me, it's still shocking when I play, like, Friday the 13th the game here, or I talk about Friday the 13th, or I do a watch-along, or talk about this stuff in Dead by Daylight. Internet disconnected there for a second. My bad, fams. We're reconnected for a second. My bad, fams. We're reconnecting now. My apologies there, Dreadknights. You missed it. It was the coolest kill ever, dude. Go, man, SI, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Internet sometimes do internet stuff. Mommy is proud. I know you're proud, Mama. I know you're proud. I know you're proud. I'm sorry, Dreadknights, if you have an issue right now. My apologies there. I did not mean for it to disconnect like that. Looks like internet is going for a wee bit of a headache here. Hopefully that will subside in a minute. Unless it's YouTube's end too, because if I have noticed stuff on YouTube, will subside in a minute. Unless it's YouTube's end too, because if I have noticed stuff on YouTube lately, you know. And there's that. Okay. We good? We back? I'm checking here. I know somebody came in and then my internet went like completely all wonky, but I don't think that was them. Alright. Please hold if you have an issue. I'm gonna see if I can do my best to get it sorted. Alright, we're good now? I think we're good. I restarted Interweb. If you missed it, my apologies for that last kill. Interweb went blah. This is what you love about Spectrum Internet. Sometimes you just gotta reconnect it in the middle of a stream. Gotta love it. Thankfully, it wasn't an internet match. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do this. Are you feeling it in the jellies? Are you feeling it in the jellies, Dreadknights? Okay, we're going through all the Jasons today. I'm gonna do all of them within the 2 hours I'm gonna be streaming this game. If you enjoy what you're seeing, definitely consider leaving a like on the channel, as it helps the channel grow. Definitely leave a comment, subscribe. I stream here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays now. I don't stream Monday through Friday here, because I'm on Twitch TV Tuesdays and Fridays. So that's how it works. So I'm here Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays on YouTube, and then on Twitch Tuesdays and Fridays. Those are my chill days on Twitch. So I like to give people YouTube exclusive streams and then give Twitch people Twitch exclusive streams as well. Boom boom. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Pinehurst. Let's pick up this axe. Nice. No. No, let's do this. Look at this poor dude. This poor guy in the black shirt always get it. Just get it the business. Nice. Let's go. You know, for me, like, Jason Universe, I don't mind the design. I'm happy for it. I would love to play Jason in Fortnite, but the problem is I'm not playing Fortnite anymore. Fortnite is, like, messing with, like, AI art, which I kind of draw the line at AI art. So I don't really like AI art usage. It's just kind of not my cup of tea. because, you know, it takes away from artists, which I understand. You know, I'm not gonna, like, cancel people who do it, but I'm not gonna do it myself. But, like, so, like, Fortnite is now, like, having AI-generated skins in their thing, and they talked about maybe creating skins with AI generation, which I don't like that idea, because I don't feel like you should put AI in video games, you know? And a lot of companies now are trying to cut corners that way, which I understand. If you can cut a corner, I get it from a company perspective, but if people don't really want to see that, then you should probably listen to your audiences. So, that and the V-Buck change. Like, the V-Bucks change where it was, like, more money for less V-Bucks kind of killed my enthusiasm for Fortnite, which is a shame because I really enjoyed Fortnite as a video game. It was my favorite Battle Royale game to play, and I don't play it anymore because of all that stuff that happened, because, you know... I think, like, the Brain Rot skins in particular was kind of, like, what kind of killed it for me, because those were definitely two, like, AI-related skins, the Tung whatever his name is and stuff. So, for me, that was, like, kind of a deal. But, how did I get caught by the trap? How did I get caught by the trap? How did... I was nowhere near the hitbox on that. It's just Jason's too brolic confirmed. So yeah, you know, that's why I haven't really been playing Fortnite anymore. I also did state this. Hi there, Kenny! Is it Kenny? No, it's Adam. Hi there, Adam. Well, you got a gun. If you got a gun, a shotgun, you best be intent to use it, bro. A little bit hurt in the shoulders there. A little bit hurt in the shoulders there. Break it down. So yeah, I don't play Fortnite because of that now. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel either. I just got tired of playing the game. It's super stressful. So nowadays, like, the focus on the channel, for those of you who are coming in and out, is I play hard games. Hard games, dungeon crawlers like Diablo games, as well as an occasional friend swap game. And that's basically what I'm focusing on right now. I know it's not the most popular decision on the channel for some people, but that's what I like to play. And, you know, at the end of the day, you gotta play as a streamer the games that you enjoy to play. I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight again now that Fire for Jason chapter is out, because I want to play as Survivor again. I'll definitely pick up Killer again. Like, I haven't played Killer in a long time. The last time I played Killer on stream was... There was the Chucky chapter, and then after Chucky chapter, I did Castlevania chapter, but the Dracula wasn't... It was very hard to do because I'm a controller player. So there's that, you know? So I'm gonna, like, try to play stuff like that more so, right? And I know it's a bit of an adjustment period for a lot of people who are, like, fans of the channel. I'm trying to see if we could get environmental kill. There's not one here, you know? Let's give her a hug. We'll just hug it out, right? Gotta hug it out, gotta hug it out. I think we hugged her a little too tightly. Killing me softly.
Make them suffer.
Killing me softly indeed. Killing me tenderly. Alright, let's go. I don't see anything too much that we can do here. Let's trap the phone. Part 6 Jason I'm using, by the way. He's super quick in the water. His weapon's kind of terrible, to say the very least, you know? Not the best weapon, not the worst weapon. Unfortunately, I can't swap weapons anymore because the game has changed so much from when I was playing it. Like, you know, there's no online play, so I can't get the characters to level 130 to be able to do the weapon swaps like you used to be able to. I'm able to do it on PC version, but the problem is the PC version died out, and the offline mode doesn't work on PC because I think it has to go through the internet first, which is kind of crazy. No matter if you do, let's look around. I heard somebody. I heard a camp counselor, but where are they? You know? Do you know where the Muffin Man is? The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Do you know where the Muffin Man is? Down by Mulberry Lane, right? Alright. So I'm gonna swim in the water because I see them far away there. And we're pretty quick. We're like a submarine almost. So we should be able to just kind of get there quickly. Hello? Knock knock. Housekeeping, housekeeping. Do you need any clean towels? He's just standing there pondering his decisions in life. Why did you stab me? Why are you perpetuating bad stereotypes? Why are you perpetuating bad stereotypes that old jocks have, like, pocket knives and stuff? Don't do that. Don't do that. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? That ain't cool. Come back here. I can't run with this character. That's the problem, bro. Like, I can't. Do you have a gun? You have a shotgun behind your back? And you're too chicken to use it? Don't carry a gun to a spear fight, apparently, Dreadknights. So for those of you who are wondering, by the way, why Jason Voorhees potentially has, like, a spear weapon in Dead by Daylight, This is where they probably borrowed it from. Friday the 13th part. I gotta throw him in the tree stump here. You know what they say, bros before hoes, right?
That's my boy.
Make a mama bro! We got 3 kills here left to do. This is a quick round. Usually it's harder with part 6, Jason. Let's look around. Nothing there. Let's open this sleeping bag. I'm gonna check the sleeping bags just in case here. You never know. Let's go here. Nothing there either. That's so unfortunate indeed, Dreadknights. I was expecting something a little bit differently. Alright, where are we going now? I think we should go to the far edge. See if we can take care of that Jenny. I actually don't know where the Jenny... Oh, wait, never mind. There is a camp counselor that's just there. Pondering their life decisions. Let's go. Hi! He's literally frozen in fear, paralyzed in fear. Alright, well... I think you need a little bit of iron in your diet. Let me help provide that. And another one bites the dust. And another one's down, and another one's down. Another one bites the dust. I can't break the window from here because I'm too small. Short people problems confirmed. Let's shift here. Oh, I don't see the generator. Where's this generator? Is it actually by the barn? It doesn't seem like that. It doesn't feel like it, Dreadknights. Let's see here. I don't see anything, do you? Where's this cabin? I hear music, though. That means there's a camp counselor around. Where are you hiding? Where are you running to, boy? Or madam? Or they or them? Where are you? We're gonna quiet ourselves down a little bit so we can stalk. Break the generator. There is a little bit of fear. Oh, hi there, buddy boy. No, I think it's a miss. Miss, what are you doing? Why you keep going in and out of this window? Are you trying to sneak out past curfew? We won't allow that at Camp Crystal Lake. There's a very hard curfew here. You better be in your cabins by 10 o'clock at night. Do I smell some reefer? Do I smell some alcohol in there? There better not be any alcohol in there. Head camp counselor, Jason Voorhees won't tolerate that, Dreadknights. You going for a jog after curfew? Ow, why'd you stab me? You're supposed to be back in your cabin. It's past curfew. What are you doing, Claudia? I think that's her name, right? Claudia? In the words of The Rock, it doesn't matter what your name is. It's time for punishing hours. She stabbed me in the neck. Why was she so aggressive? I'm trying to get her back into her cabin. It's past freaking curfew. So rude of this person. So rude. And she jumped outside. I think we have enough that we could shift. Is she running back to us? No, she isn't. Okay. Greatest enemy of Jason Voorhees in this game is always a Rock Dreadknights. Where are you going? Come back here. Who told you to come out past curfew? It's okay. We'll just give you a little bit of a hug, right? Just a little bit of a hug. I think we hugged her too tightly, Dreadknights. Just a little too tightly. Just a little too tight. Yes, mama. Yes, mama. Yes, plus they didn't pay the fees of the camp, man. They got here and stuff, man. Where's the kiddies, too? You know? Where's the chibis? Aren't these camp counselors supposed to be watching the kids and they're out here partying, smoking, the reefer madness and all that stuff? She's just standing here. Why are you just standing here? Alright, well, I'm gonna have to spearhead this operation, as they say, Dreadknights. Aww. Poor AJ. God, but she will never be forgotten, Dreadknights. 7 out of 7 and a clean sweep. I need hydration. I'm getting a little too animated today.
My sweet, sweet Jason. Mommy is proud of you. Now come home.
I think Mama's proud, Dreadknights. Just a little bit proud, right? Just a little bit. Nice. We got more killing to do, Dreadknights. We got more Jasons to play. I'll be going for 2 hours today. My throat will be killed, though. So tomorrow's Diablo 4 stream will definitely be less animated. I try to avoid being super animated, too, these days, because it actually does do some damage on my vocal cords, which is why I try to avoid being super animated on stream. But for, like, special occasions like Dead by Daylight and Friday 13th, I have to be a little bit more because, you know, it's not this is necessarily like a super chill game. All right, login. See what we do here. You know, so tomorrow's Diablo 4 stream will be a little bit chill. I don't know, I was thinking maybe like doing no mic Twitch stream after this. But I don't know, maybe I'll just chill and vibe. I do kind of like to listen to our streams while I play like and prep material, so I might do that tonight. Alright, let's go. Login! I always have to do this to be able to back in and back out, okay? Higgins Haven. I think we did Higgins Haven at this point. Maybe we should do something new. So excited for the PTB. I can't, like, stress that enough. Like, I've been wanting Jason Dead by Daylight for 10 years. I have been playing Dead by Daylight for 10 years. On and off on multiple different platforms, too. So, like, my time's spread out for quite a bit. So, like, that just, like, brings me back into Killer. Because, like, my favorite killers of Dead by Daylight are Chucky, but he's in a very weak state right now because they took away his scamper. Michael Myers, obviously, I have the Halloween chapter. Unfortunately, new people can't do that. I'm going to play Part 9 Jason. This puts me a little bit at a disadvantage. Part 9 Jason's pretty terrible. He's not very good. He's a very weak killer. He's slow. The only thing going for him is anti-stun resistance. Everything else is pretty weak. You'll see his weaknesses here a quick second. So you see, he can't run, he has less hit points, he has less traps. I think he's good at his stun resistance, and stalk. And stalk is, like, only good for, like, checking the cabins and reading the aura, for those of you who don't know. The rest of the stuff is, like, makes him weaker. Which is kind of surprising, because, you know, Part 9, Jason's not in the movie quite a bit. That's Jason Goes to Hell. This is a Jason they can't actually use in Dead by Daylight for a cosmetic. They'd have to rework it completely, because Jason Goes to Hell is owned by Warner Brothers, as well as Freddy vs. Jason, I believe, as well as, like, Jason X, to my understanding. So we'll never be able to see him, like, a costume in that nature. Unless they work out a deal, you never know. They could. Depending how much the chapter sells too, you never know. There's always possibilities. I know a lot of people are complaining about, like, apparently there not being a map. We don't, I mean, it's basically said in the chapter that it was just a killer. I think anything, maybe, if this sells very well, like the chapter, I could see them doing like what they did with the Trickster, and we'll get like a map maybe later on. You know? Kind of how like some of the Earth chapters now have gotten like maps a little bit further down the line. So I wouldn't give up hope in that retrospect just yet, Dreadknights, you know? And again, we don't know what other surprises they have in store. They could have pulled the red herring and are trolling us, and there is a map and a survivor for all we know. And they just haven't revealed it yet. We don't know anything till tomorrow. We've only seen the Mori. We've only seen 5 minutes of gameplay footage of Jason. We don't know what his perks are yet. There's a lot that could potentially be revealed that they're keeping a secret. And then here's the other thing about it. I would believe that Behavior has something else up their sleeve besides just Jason Universe. What if we get a survivor that is not a survivor from Jason Universe, but is like a unique survivor, or is a survivor from another intellectual property? There is a lot of invitations still that are on the calendar, like dates that are marked. We don't know what else they have planned. It might not just be like cosmetics and stuff. They might have a lot of surprises in store for us, Dreadknights. So it's like, I don't want... The thing I'm trying to get at is, like, just because we, like, have the Jason chapter and it says one thing, until tomorrow, we don't know for certain everything. And even then, I'm pretty sure, with it being the 10th anniversary, their Behavior's got more surprises up their sleeves. I think this was just the tip of the iceberg, so to speak. And I think that's great, because the one thing I loved particularly about this reveal for Jason and stuff was that it wasn't leaked. Streamers didn't have access to it necessarily ahead of time, to our knowledge. Everybody went into the stuff blind. It made for a better reveal. There wasn't really any leaks for it. There were no leaks whatsoever, which I like. I think Behavior has to do a lot more of this so that in the future you can continue to build hype on future chapters. Because a big problem back in the day was that chapters got leaked in Dead by Daylight, and you would know what the chapter was before it came out, like, for a long time ago. Even when you tried to avoid some of those leaks, they would come out and stuff, which kind of kills you know, any game. You know, that's what I like with Diablo 4 did this too, where Diablo 4 didn't give their expansion to any content creators, and you had to wait till the day of the release to be able to go hands-on and stuff with it, so that nothing would get spoiled, there wouldn't be any negativity, everybody would go in blind and have fun. I like that. I like the fact that Dead by Daylight took a page, Behavior in particular, which is the developers of Dead by Daylight, took a page from Diablo 4's book, and their devs, and kept everything secret, and are hopefully keeping more stuff in secret. That builds up anticipation. There was only one thing they did say, that cabin that we saw in the live stream that everybody was staring at for 13 hours, I went to bed and then got back up in the morning. I had to tap out. I couldn't stay there for 13 hours watching a cabin. I got, like, the gist of everything's too. Like, the thing about it, too, is, like, they said that cabin isn't the last time that we'll see it. So, to me, that implies, because it's Jason's shack, that we're gonna see that in a map. To me, that's what I would think, and they're just holding off on the map, because why reveal everything ahead of time? Let people be even more surprised, you know? Or maybe that shack will have our purposes on a different map. We don't know. You know, it's cool. It's cool. I haven't been this excited for Dead by Daylight in a while, so this is kind of one of those things that brings me back into the fold. One of my favorite horror films of all time is Friday the 13th franchise. Jason has always been a horror icon of mine. I used to dress up as him for Halloween. I still kind of will dress up for him on Halloween. There was one stream that I did here on the channel way back in the day, but it's now lost media, where I actually dressed up as Jason Voorhees, and I didn't do a VTuber mod. I was just fully dressed as Jason. But that's now considered lost media. You can't find it because it's privated. But I used to do that. Once or twice I did on the channel, which shows you how big of a fan I am. You know. It's just kind of, it was always like an imposing figure when I was growing up too. Like, he didn't scare me, he intrigued me. Just because of how menacing he was and how, like, quick he was, even though he walked super slow like this. You know, just something about the vibe. Okay. You get what I'm feeling? Cool. Let's keep going. Let's keep pressing forward, Dreadknights. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Nope, nothing behind that door. It's a little dark in these places. It's a little bit dark in these woods. I'm gonna teleport over here. I see a flashlight by the cabins. We're gonna give chase to him. You know? So it's cool. I'm excited for Dead by Daylight. I'm hyped. Very, very hyped. I'm looking forward to everything that Behavior is playing. I'm not sponsored to say this. Keep that in mind. I have no sponsorship with Behavior or Jason Universe for that matter. But Dread is always willing to. I'm always down for something. Always down for something. I would love to be able to, like, get into, like, more Dead by Daylight content. And more, like, Jason Universe stuff in the future. I would love to play Jason in Fortnite, if given the chance. Even though I would have to be like, oh, man, I gotta play Fortnite to you know? You never know. Don't let dreams be dreams. Why did you stab me? I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to talk to you. Alright, let's go through these cabins here. We got the aura read in there. Knock, knock. It looks like she's trying to summon Tommy. Did you call Tommy? Did you call my arch rival? Can't have that happening. Why'd you... Missy when I get my hands on you. Ooh, Claudia. Claudia, when I get my hands on you. Why are you closing the door? Are you trying to get intimate with me? This is AJ. What happened to Claudia? Where are you going? You locked yourself inside with me. Please, no. You should have thought about the consequences of your actions. Unique environment and full kill. Now, hopefully I didn't summon Tommy down. Sugar. We don't resort to violence in Camp Crystal Lake. Alright. I just kicked her like a ragdoll. The ragdoll physics in this game are always kind of a hoot. I'm gonna break this door just in case somebody locks it. Because I'm not super quick, as you've seen. This is actually the hardest Jason to use in the game, too. Some people say Part 2 Jason. I don't feel that's the case. Let's look around. Anybody here? They're starting the car, Dreadknights! I spent too much time. We gotta go back to get the car. How dare you start my car? You're trying to steal my car? I have 28 more payments on that. Why are you trying to steal my car? I can't afford that. No, you're not going anywhere. How dare you? You're gonna steal my sedan? I mean, it might not look like much, but I have more payments on that. Where are you going, AJ? Where are you going? Come back here. Don't get in that car, Missy. You're not gonna like what happens if you get back in that car. Don't get back in the car. She's looping me through the car. This little tart. This little tart here. Where are you going? Where are you going? I missed that knife. That was a skill issue. Shut up, Dreadknights. Why you got a gun in your hand? Why you got a gun in your... I'm missing all these. Oh my goodness. You think she wants to ask me out or something? No, no, you're not my type. I'm not into goths. I'm sorry. I'm not into goths. Sorry. Let's put you over here. Let's break your back like so! Any WWE fans in chat? You know, there's an interesting tweet. Dead by Daylight tweeted Rhea Ripley, who is the concurrent WWE Women's Champion, if she likes Dead by Daylight. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if Rhea Ripley is a survivor in Dead by Daylight? I would pick up Rhea Ripley in a heartbeat as a survivor in Dead by Daylight. That would be freaking cool. Just imagine Rhea Ripley and Jason Voorhees in the same anniversary chapter. Like, not as, you know, separate, obviously. That would be cool. I'd be down for that. You think it would happen? I mean, they're teasing it. And they've been teasing a lot of things lately, so... Like, I know there are people who are unhappy with Slender Man. I don't think Slender Man got a chance ever to get in the game. I think he's too niche of a horror. Like, people be like, internet horror analog. I don't see it personally. I just don't think he's big enough, and because of the gruesome murders, like I said earlier in stream, that teenagers that killed that girl, I don't think you go into that type of territory, even for a horror game. That's a bit of a stretch. Killers I would like to see after Jason, though, this is like a personal wish list. It probably won't happen, most of them. Terrifier, I think Terrifier at this point is super popular enough that you could put him into Dead by Daylight, and it would be kind of cool if he had a switching weapons mechanic where he pulls it out of a bag. Because it's kind of like his gimmick in the movies. And maybe the more you see him, the more terrified you get, and builds up like a terrified meter. I could see them doing something like that for him. So I'd like to see Terrifier. I would like to see Victor Crowley from Hatchet, but he's too niche of a horror film that I don't think too many people, even in the chat. If I told you, chat, how many people here have seen Hatchet? Hatchet 2? Probably most people would be like, what's that? Pumpkinhead would be kind of cool, but again, Pumpkinhead was more popular in the late 80s, early 90s in terms of horror films. I don't think he's that popular that you could kind of put him in the license where a lot of people go, who? I would like to see Leprechaun with Warwick Davis doing the voice lines for him, because I think Leprechaun would be sweet. You know, we have Chucky, so we already have a little killer that's that short and stuff, and they've found ways to be able to kind of like put people on hooks, and the Leprechaun has magic, right? So you could just use his magic to put the hook. Like, I feel like the last, like, great icons that are missing, really, like, Leprechaun first. Terrifier, maybe Victor Crowley. I put him as a icon in a very loose context, because he hasn't had a movie in God knows how long, and the last one, it was an okay movie. It wasn't great, it wasn't bad. I didn't feel like we needed it.
Don't let them.
The Miner from My Bloody Valentine is something that probably not too many people would care about. It'd be kind of cool to see it. But I think he doesn't have a shot of getting into Dead by Daylight at this point. Like, in terms of video games, what would you be able to do? Like, you could add more killers from, like, Silent Hill. As far as, like, Resident Evil is concerned, we have gotten just about everybody that would be worth putting, whether they were actually in a chapter or they were, like, skins of art killers and stuff. So I don't know what you would necessarily do in terms of Resident Evil. Would you, like, add something from Resident Evil 9 into it and make an updated Leon? Probably not. You would just sell them as cosmetics, I think. So I think we can't do anything with Resident Evil. So what are you going to do? Like, FNAF? You could probably revisit FNAF. I don't think you could revisit FNAF. There's other things they could do in the FNAF universe if they wanted to. But Springtrap is really, like, the killer of the whole, like, franchise when you think about it. So then what else you do? Bendy and the Ink Machine has been thrown around. I think that would be pretty cool. But is Bendy and the Ink Machine even something that a lot of people have played? It's a very indie niche game. So then, like, you're going down the horror icon list and franchises are left. What do we have? Puppet Master? Puppet Master, the game had it, and they're too small, so I don't know how you would work Puppet Master into Dead by Daylight. I don't think it would really work out for them. You know, and they already had their game, and their game, unfortunately, tanked terribly. Which showed how niche of a franchise they are, that I don't think you would be able to get them, even if you could find a way of them to work. So I think it's like Leprechaun, Art the Clown, aka Terrifier, maybe Victor Crowley. As far as, like, video games are concerned, something from Silent Hill that hasn't already been added, but that'd be kind of confusing. Maybe you could get, like, a Deadite from Evil Dead if you wanted to revisit it, so that Ash actually has something that he can fight in the Dead by Daylight universe. That would be kind of cool, but I don't know if they're willing to deal with the rights issues for that. You know, I wouldn't mind, like, a newer Evil Dead chapter that's focused on the newer movie. That would be kind of cool, but how many people have watched that movie? Some people have said, like, the creature from The Quiet Place. I have not seen The Quiet Place before, any of them. Some people have said the killer from Black Phone. I don't know what his name is, the character that Ethan Hawke plays. I don't know if he's that popular to really put him in as a killer in Dead by Daylight. What do you guys think in the chat? You know, like, I would like to see something, like, Frankenstein related, but I don't know how you would do Frankenstein. It's like, Frankenstein would be kind of cool if you could find a way to work him in. Like Frankenstein's monster, basically. A mummy character would be kind of cool. Something that classic horror. A mummy. Frankenstein's monster. Maybe a werewolf character. We haven't had a werewolf character, per se. We've had Dracula. Like, that type of stuff would be kind of cool to do. Alright, this will be my second to last game. I will only do 2 more games of Dead by Daylight. I'm doing part 5, Jason, here. Like a werewolf character would be kind of cool for Dead by Daylight. Like a one, maybe you just stay in. Like The Howling, a Howling chapter. But how many people know what The Howling is? I mean, that's a movie that hasn't been out in a while, so maybe we go American Werewolf in London as a killer? And then have the survivor, the girlfriend? That would maybe be kind of cool. Like, I'm throwing around different ideas. There's a lot they could do when you think about it. Whether they're popular or not, now that's another question. And let's put a trap down here. Alright, so we're gonna look here intently. Get the throwing knife. Let's break the generator here on the side. Actually, you know what? Let's save the generator for now. I'm gonna teleport by the car. This is part 5 Jason, aka Roy. He's not an actual real Jason if you haven't seen that movie. Alright, let's look. Push for here. Grab her. I missed! How I missed the grab? She had, like, iframes from the door? Where are you going, Tiffy? Come back here, Tiffany. Why are you getting up close and personal with me? You trying to smooch me? Where are you going? I've missed all these because of the iframe with the door. She knows what she's doing. Ow! Why you stab me? Why are you stabbing me like that? How dare you? Did she really just stab me in the neck? Did she really just stab me in the neck, Dreadknights? Okay. Well, hi, AJ. I will deal with you later. I want to deal with the person who stabbed me in the neck. You like to stab people in the neck? Well, you know what? Here comes your comeuppance. Take a broken nose. And give you a little bit off the top. Give you a little bit of a haircut, Tiffy. I think I went a little too far down on that haircut, Dreadknights.
That's my Jason. That's my special boy.
Yes, Mama. Making Mama proud. How do we morph through the door? That's funny. That was a glitch. Well, I mean, that didn't go the way that she planned whatsoever. Hi, AJ. Or Fox, right? Her name's Fox. That's right, Fox. Stop stabbing me! It hurts my neck! I can't afford the health insurance there. I'm gonna have to patch myself up there, Dreadknights. Where are you going? Let's break the window. This worst case scenario, we can force her out. There's another camp counselor in that cabin. She locked the door on her, like, nope, you're on your own. Alright, let's take care of Fox. Thanks for coming. See you next fall. We did it! I know there's somebody inside here too. Maybe they got out the window, it looks like. Was that Deborah? I just swear that was Deborah. I could be wrong. Knock, knock. Ali Oxenfree. Come out, wherever you are. You little you-know-what. Knock, knock. Senora, come out of this house. This instant! That's not the way I wanted you to come out of that house, Missy. Where did you go? There we go. Where are you going? Where are you going, Deborah? Where are you running to? I'm probably gonna slash her here because I'm pretty sure she has a knife. I want to save some time. I keep missing the slashes though, Dreadknights. I keep missing them. Where are you going? What are you doing? Stop that! How dare you? Grab her. Okay. Nice. Let's take a selfie together, Deborah. Surprised she didn't have a knife for us. Smile, Four Eyes. She ruined the selfie, Dreadknights. Could you believe that? Nurse selfie ruin.
Hunt them down and make them pay.
I will, Mama. I will. We got 4 survivors left here, aka camp counselors. Where should we go now, Dreadknights? Where shall we go? Okay, so I'm gonna trap the phone. Just in case I don't want them to make a long distance call. That would be bad. Into stock. I am going to go pretty quickly. Nice. Let's grab him. Ah, why are you stabbing me, nerd?
Want to hurt you, Jason.
Always the nerds, man. They always gotta have their protection, right? Look at him screaming like a little pansy. What are you doing here? Man up! If you stab a man in the neck, you better be willing to deal with the consequences, nerd. Let's give him a special environmental kill here. You like music? You like my tunes? Those are some banging tunes, aren't they? Is that what they say these days? Banging tunes? Probably not.
Yes. Yes. Kill for mother.
Yes, Mama! Yes, I made Mama proud. Let's break the generator here. Fuse, whatever you want to call it. I see one of them in the distance. Let's move a little bit back. I don't think I can shift that far away, can I? I can. Okay, great. I see their aura. Where are you going? Come back here. Do I detect a hint of reefer on your breath? We don't tolerate that here at... Where are we again? Pinehurst! The Pinehurst facility does not allow that. Wait, no, we're not in Pinehurst. Where are we, Dreadknights? I don't even remember what map moving. This is a Crystal Lake, right? Crystal Lake for this one. This is Crystal Lake, definitely. Knock, knock. Why are you jumping for the windows? Why are you doing that, Victoria? Why are you doing that? You know how much money that's going to cost me? I'm giving you a massage on the shoulders here. A little bit of a massage. Just, you know, ease some of that tension there. Ease a little bit of that tension. Look, just relax. Relax there. Let's do a Seth Rollins. Curb stomp. Alright. We're making good strides here, Dreadknights. We've taken most of the survivors out. There's only 2 left. We'll probably be able to do one quick more round here, Dreadknights. Almost maybe one more quick one. Alright. I like the singer. I like the dance. Alright, break this. Cool. Okay, so the fear meter is raised there. Nice, nice, nice. Where do you think they're hiding? Come out wherever you are! You can run, but you can't hide from good old... Well, technically this is Roy. He's not even real Jason. That's kind of a spoiler for anybody who hasn't seen Friday 13 Part 5 New Beginning, which itself is not a bad movie. It's just the twist at the end that it's not actually Jason, and it's some paramedic that saw his son get killed. That's not, like, really cool. Alright. Break this generator? Okay. Alright, nice, nice, nice. Knock, knock. Knock, knock, where are they? They're nowhere. Nowhere in sight, Dreadknights. Nowhere. They're playing this hide-and-seek game pretty good. Let's get the throwing knife here. It's a little bit glitched, though, at sometimes. Knock, knock. Oh! Hey! Ask and you shall receive! Hi there, AJ! What are you doing? Where are you going? I don't think you could jump through that window. I missed, like a total bot. Let's break this. She won't be able to do it again. Consequences of her actions. Where are you gonna go? Did you think this through, really? Let me break this window. Because if she tries to jump out them, she'll just injure herself, so she's not gonna want to deal with that. No siree, no siree, no siree. Knock, knock. I think she gave us a little bit of a slip there, potentially. Is she still in that cabin? I don't think so. Oh, she is. I see the light. I can see near... Oh, excuse me. I can see clearly now. The raid is gone. Hi there. Oh! You little... That punk goth emo kid. Never mess with the punk goth emo kids. They always got a weapon on them. Alright, let's take you over here. This is gonna be headbanging music for you. Nice, nice, nice. What's everybody having for dinner today? I'm gonna be having Chipotle. I bought a Chipotle bowl.
Yes.
Was in the mood for Mexican food. Like I said, it was raining where I was the majority of the day. Could not go out for any barbecues and stuff. Can you believe that now, late into the evening, now that's like 7 o'clock at night and most of Memorial Day is over, now it's bright and sunny outside. Could it be bright and sunny the whole weekend? I feel bad for everybody that are shop owners with the beachfront areas. They weren't able to make any money today, which that just sucks. All right, let's go. Are you really messing with my card? Did you really think you were going to be able to get away with that? Well, I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson too. 1, 2, 3. Bow to dread. Let's go. Another clean sweep. I have time for one more. One quick one more quick one. One more Dreadknights. One more Dreadknights. I'm really feeling it right now. I'm feeling it. Let's get a clean sweep with all the Jasons, because it'll probably be one of the last times I play Friday the 13th, the game on the channel. Because now with Jason being in DBD, I don't really have too many reasons to play Friday the 13th, the game again. Because now I can do, like, you know, multiplayer stuff in Dead by Daylight with Jason, which is what makes me happy. Whatever makes you happy. That's an old song. Way before my time. I'm a millennial, for those who don't know. Alright, one more for the road. This will be the final one. Final one. I'm gonna use the Bagman, aka Burlap Sack Jason, which is part 2 Jason. That will be my final one for the day, Dreadknights. As always, thank you to everybody that was coming in and out of the stream. I do appreciate that. Anybody who needs to speak with me over certain things should probably find a way to do that. If they do wish to speak to me over certain things. Other things too, again, don't email me. If I didn't tell you to email me, you know, I'll be over on Twitch. We'll do one more quick one for the road, because I got some spare time. This will be the last one. Then we outie. I will be back on Wednesday here on YouTube for the collab with Zanitas RP. I will be streaming on Twitch tomorrow. Exclusive Twitch stream will be Diablo 4. We'll do more Whirlwind Barbarian because I want to kind of make that super sweaty build. It's kind of fun. I've been like wrecking through things surprisingly with a weaker build. Then on top of that, Thursday, PTB here. We'll be playing Jason on the PTB on Thursday. I'm not playing it tomorrow because I'm already had scheduled Dead by Daylight. I have the collab scheduled on Wednesday ahead of time. I didn't know the PTB was going to be Jason, so I wanted to hold off on it. So I'll do PTB Thursday on YouTube, Friday on Twitch TV, and that's basically what the week is going to be. A lot of horror. So if you're a fan of horror games this week, you got way more horror from me than what you normally do. Look at that. The fire rises! Wrong character, babe. The Bagman can! Let's do this. Let's get one last clean sweep, Dreadknights. Morph! Already activated. First thing we're going to do again, get the throwing knives. Those will be very important, despite the fact that Dread misses all those throwing knives all the time, Dreadknights! Yes, Mama, I will make them pay one last time. Let's go to the car. We'll trap the cars first. Always the best plan of action. This is a 4-seater. This one is the one that usually a lot of people will use. Put that down. Nice. I see something off in the distance. Who is it? What is it? Why is it that is the better thing? Alright. Shelly! What are you doing, Larry Zerner? Shouldn't you go back to practicing law? Fun fact, the person who played Shelly in Friday the 13th, Part 3, he went on to become a lawyer. He deals with copyrights. Yeah, as well as deals with copyright law, deals with, like, media rights and stuff of that nature. I have consulted him many different times, both for the channel as well as other things. Why are you hitting me? You can't wait your turn, Tiffany? You don't want to wait your turn? I will deal with you later, Tiffany. Wait your turn. How dare you hit me in the back? Did you really think that was going to faze me? The obviously firecrackers. So every time I need to deal with something, whether it's like YouTube related, like if I feel like somebody infringes upon something of mine on YouTube, or I feel like I always consult Larry Zerner. He's a very good guy to use. Also, like, a good thing about Larry is that, like, if you ask him questions about copyright and other things and how rights work for certain things, he will tell you what you can do and what you can't do. He used to be more active on X, but obviously because of stuff that's happening on X, he's not there anymore, which is such a shame. But I think you can find him on Blue Sky and other things. I don't know if he does any YouTube stuff, but sometimes he'll do, like, interviews with Slash and Cast, and that's how, like, he's the best person to talk about, like, with the rights issue for Friday the 13th. It's a shame that he's not... I understand why he doesn't want to be on X, because who realistically wants to be on X these days, but I understand why he doesn't. But he's great for that type of stuff, so I use him sometimes too. Because there's been times where I get, like, a bogus, like, fake claim, where it's not like a copyright strike, right? But it's a fake claim on something where a fake company claims, like, something and considers that it's not for use. Like another YouTube channel that doesn't own, like, the actual rights to the game music. And I've had to, like, consult him to try to be able to get it overturned. Even though I'm not, like, partnered or, you know, right now on YouTube, it's still stuff that, like, if you get those type of things, it does ruin, you know. And people do things maliciously, too. They abuse. But one thing that always bars me out YouTube is YouTube, a lot of creators will abuse copyright claims that they don't have claim to. You know, which sucks. Ah, I got stabbed in the neck! No! No! Why did you stab me? That's gonna leave a mark in the morning. Alright. Let's push through here. Did you see he literally bursted through the window and just cut himself in half? You can't jump through that because you take too much damage. Where are you going, Chad? You tried to be a Giga Chad, and where did that lead you? What happened to you, bro? Where did that lead you? Oh, well. I could give him environmental kill there, but I'm not gonna do it because it's kind of lame. It's just me throwing him against the wall. Smile for the camera. We'll take a selfie. Another selfie ruin. That's not going on Instagram. Alright, my mom trying to make you proud. They're all over the place. This is a smaller map, so they can't really run away too much. Hi there, Tiffy. I remember you hitting me over the head or the shoulder with a stiff, like, 2x4 and stuff. I can't stand that. How dare you do that? Yes, mama? Alright, look around. Alright, good. We got her. Well, you brought a boyfriend with you. You're having fun time with Mitch. You can allow that to happen. Where are you going? Well, Tiffy's done. He literally was like, nah, screw the door. I'm out. He was going to try to lock her, too. I'm going to just take her outside a second. We have the environmental kill, but it's not an interesting one. This kill will be a little bit more fascinating here. I'm going to curb stomp her into the pickaxe. Guess she's not a fan of Minecraft, that's for sure. Alright, nice. Another one bites the dust. That one's down. Let's take care of Mitch here. Did you lock the door? You did it. Or you're just standing there, paralyzed in fear. Can I give you an environmental kill somewhere? There's nothing here. I'll throw him out the window. I don't know how throwing somebody out the window, though, results in a kill. Does that make sense to any of you? In chat, probably not.
Hunt them down and make them pay.
I will, mama. I will. Alright, there was a Lachampa in front of me, but I want to kind of psych him out because he saw me already. Hi. Are you going to hit me with a frying pan? Dude, I was totally unfazed by the frying pan. What are you doing? What are you doing? You don't bring a frying pan to a pickaxe fight, sir. I mean, you with your nerd powers and you don't even understand that? Haha, loser. Get wrecked, nerd.
That's my special boy.
Alright. Wow, we're breezing through this, Dreadknights. I believe, we're almost done here. There's not too many more survivors. Let's go over here. We'll break the generator if it's still active, which it is. I should check this. Oh, hi there. I didn't even see you there for a second. I was going to check something completely different. It's Tommy. He has 2 knives usually on hand, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slash him. Because if I don't, he's going to be like a nightmare to deal with. For all intents and purposes here. Yes, that's not right, sir. I already killed you. It's not that he's killing me. Let's take care of the closet here just in case. Okay, they weren't in that closet. That's fine. That's fine, Dreadknights. We have 2 people left. Bugsy and one our camp counselor. We're going to teach them a lesson. You know, it's like past their curfew. Curfew's 10 o'clock. And Jenny. Not to be confused from Jenny from Forrest Gump. Jenny! Do you like a box of chocolates? You never know what the world's going to give you, right? People are a lot like a box of chocolates. Sometimes you get very sweet people. Sometimes you get very dark people. They're mysterious. Sometimes you get people who are a little bit sour, but have value to them, too. You know, like I've always said, I'm always trying to be the most chill guy possible. You know, I'd like to consider myself a special type of chocolate. A nice, sweet chocolate. That sometimes can be bitter if you know, you take too many bites. Too hard of a bite. Alright, let's look around. There's one camp counselor all the way up that way. Oh, also, I forgot to mention this, but I am looking for, if anybody watches on bot and stuff, I am looking for collabs for Dead by Daylight in particular, past the PTB, like when the Jason chapter itself drops, because I would like to get some customs going. I don't know who or what would be interested. I have a couple of people I know that play, but we will have to figure out our schedules. But just throwing out there, anybody that's down to play like Dead by Daylight and would like to like collab at some point, I'm down for it. I still have some availabilities. The plan always is like now, lately I have a collab once per week, but I don't know how feasible that's going to be necessarily, because it's a big undertaking, and obviously VTubers have different schedules than me necessarily. The repo collab this week is going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to that one, because it'll be like my third or fourth time playing it. And I have played with randoms before in repo, but the problem is like they use soundboards and stuff, and it's like I can't, you know, I can't really do anything with that. Okay, Jenny. Where can I'm gonna just put her here, because if I take her to an environmental area, I'll lose our camp counselor, so I just gotta go for the quick kill here. We could have given her the pool table one, but the pool table one's not that fascinating anyway. It's just like ram her head. Oh, hey, he ran in this way. Perfect. Happy accident, I suppose. Not even perfect. I didn't plan that. It's a happy accident. Where are you going? We'll use the door. We're not gonna break it down just yet. Where are you hiding? Where are you going? The one problem is, like, with the AI, though, the bots are a little bit... I wanted to take them to the campfire to maybe get an environmental kill, but that wasn't to be the case. Why do you have a pocket knife this late into the game? I hate that, man. Every time you try to grab them, they're always got a knife for you. They always have a counter. But I suppose if not, then, like, the bot mode would go way too quickly. Where are you going? Come back here, Bugsy, Bugsy, Bugsy. We'll do the environmental kill. We'll leave him next to his girlfriend. Now you can be together in the afterlife, I suppose. Alright! That was a clean sweep. That was an 8 out of 8. We even got Tommy Jarvis there. With that being said, though, that is all the time that I have for today on this Memorial Day weekend. If you like what you saw, leave a like. Leave a comment. All those things help with the algorithm. Consider being subscribed to the channel so you know the next time that I go live. I also put out guides and other stuff, so I don't just do live streams. I will be back here on YouTube on Wednesday for the collab with Zenitas Repo, so definitely check it out. Tomorrow, I will be on Twitch TV playing Diablo 4, so if you're not subscribed to me on Twitch TV, Dreadscape Gaming, definitely check it out there. With that being said, though, thank you to everybody who hung out. Thank you to everybody alert. VOD watchers, thanks for watching as well. Leave me like a hockey mask emoji or like a knife emoji to let me know that you watched to the very end. With that being said, though, thank you to everybody. I do greatly appreciate it. Most importantly, I appreciate you. And I will see you all over on Twitch TV tomorrow for the next one. Till next time, guys.